Are you looking for healthy ways to power your day and your life? Welcome to 5 Minutes to Feed Your Potential, our series of short podcasts designed for busy people just like you who are looking for easy, delicious, and practical ways to be healthy and happy. Listen along as our chefs, dietitians, and other experts offer insights, ideas, and inspiration. The joys of cooking. It's fun to get in the kitchen and let your creativity shine. But let's face it, every home cook experiences failure now and then. Things go wrong, foods get burnt, recipes don't work. It just doesn't taste like it should. For new and even more experienced cooks, failure is just part of the learning process. But there are tips and tricks that can help you succeed when you're trying to cook healthy, delicious foods. Chef Pete Cookingham is here to share a few of the things he's learned from years of experience learning how to get it right.
Hi there. Sometimes people like to say that cooking is an art, and that's true. Cooking is a wonderful, creative process, and it can be really satisfying to turn a few ingredients into a wholesome, delicious meal. But while cooking is an art, the way to get really good at it is through practice and experience, and everyone hits bumps along the way. To help you overcome some cooking challenges, let's talk about a few things that give almost everyone trouble in the kitchen. Okay, the first kitchen mistake people tell me about has probably happened to you. You're cooking, and then suddenly your smoke alarm goes off. Burning your dinner or undercooking it is food failure number one. You spend your money on a nice piece of meat, chicken, or fish, and then you overcook it, or it comes out half raw. Cooking meat is a matter of taste, of course, but it can also be a matter of safety. Luckily, the fix is simple and not very expensive. A food thermometer is a cook's best friend. Get one and use it all the time. It is the safest and most accurate way to check if your meat is done right. And you'll be shocked at how much better it tastes when it is cooked to just the right temperature. It's the best way to say goodbye to tough and chewy and hello to tender, juicy, and delicious. Okay, now on to food fail number two. You're cooking dinner. Everything seems to be going well. And then things take a turn for the worst. That beautiful piece of fish gets stuck on the pan or grill and falls apart. Or the chicken that's browning won't budge without shredding to bits. The fix for this problem is also super simple. New cooks often make the mistake of putting food on the pan or on the grill while it's still cold. It's one of the biggest reasons that food sticks. As the pan and the food slowly heat up together, they stick together. Chefs know to preheat the pan or grill before the food goes anywhere near it. When you add food to a hot pan, you should hear that satisfying sizzle. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes to preheat a pan, but it's a step that makes all the difference. Another simple trick is to put some cooking oil in the pan or pre-season your grill by rubbing it with cooking oil before you preheat it. Okay, let's tackle one more food fail that happens to almost everyone: bad rice. It happens way too often. Your favorite restaurant may make perfect rice, but at home, rice can turn out too clumpy, or too mushy, or crunchy and dry. It's actually kind of amazing how many ways there are to mess up rice. To make perfect rice every time, start with 2 parts water to 1 part rice. Bring the water to a full boil, add the rice, stir it once, let the water come back to a boil. Reduce the heat, cover it, then let it simmer on low heat. Don't mess with it while it cooks. Don't stir it. Don't peek to see how it's doing. Keep the lid on and let it do its thing. Usually, it takes about 12 minutes to cook white rice and around 45 for brown rice, which is my favorite since it has a nuttier flavor and is more nutritious. Okay, now onto a few how-to basics. There's one thing that almost all home cooks hate to do. I'll give you a hint, it makes you cry. You guessed it, it's cutting onions. You may have thought there's gotta be a better way. Well, there is. Chill the onion before you cut it. Chilling onions helps keep the volatile compounds, that stuff in the onion that makes them so delicious when they're cooked, from going airborne. Remember, put your onions in the fridge at least 30 minutes before you cut them. Now, on to another how-to kitchen basic. Imagine you're making a meal. You're following your recipe step by step. Everything's going well. And you suddenly realize you've missed an important ingredient, or you lent your favorite saute pan to your neighbor. These things happen all the time. The solution sounds fancy, but it's not. It's called mise en place. It's actually one of the first things chefs learn about in school. It means everything in its place. And it's one of the biggest secrets to success in the kitchen. It's incredibly easy to do, but most home cooks just don't do it. All you do is organize. Arrange all your ingredients one by one before you even start cooking. Spices are measured, chicken portioned, onions diced. And everything is sitting ready in small dishes or containers, right there where and when you need it. This one tip eliminates so many cooking failures. Remember, mise en place. I know it does sound a little fancy, but it's a basic trick that every home cook needs to know about. Well, those are all the food fails and cooking challenges we can conquer in around 5 minutes. I hope these tips and my little pep talk will help you turn those little kitchen mishaps into triumphs. And whatever you do, keep cooking.
Thanks for listening. Whenever you're looking for inspiration for healthy living, our chefs and dietitians and other experts have lots of ideas to feed your potential. Visit our website at fyp365.com to see all our recipes, blogs, podcasts, and more.